we have an update on all the controversy surrounding Chapel.
And we bring you a familiar face from the nest. I'm Chiappetta.
And I'm Werlein. Eagle 7 News starts right now.
Now, from the Mel Johnson Studios at the University of Northwestern, this is Eagle 7 News.
It's still the most talked about issue on campus, and it was sparked by an email just 2 weeks ago. The email outlined a new method of chapel scanning, and despite hundreds of students signing a petition requesting a change, chapel officials are standing by their decision. To help students communicate effectively, student government has decided to step in. Eagle 7's Jonathan Lansma has the story.
So my name is Christina Mainkova, and I'm part of the Executive Council on Student Government, and I personally am in charge of large school events.
There's still a lot of conversation about chapel and the new changes, and you may have been wondering, what is the solution to the controversy? We caught up with Christina Mainkova to get an inside look at what the student government is planning on doing with the new chapel changes.
We as student government want to hear what people have to say, not just on the petition that they signed, but personally what they want in specific, because we have an ability to make a difference, but we need to get their ideas and concerns to us.
Student government held a chapel forum in the Student Center, giving students an opportunity to voice their thoughts and opinions about chapel policies. Student government plans to take these statements and express them to the chapel administration soon.
And so first we're going to gather the data, we're going to list some of the main concerns, and then we're going to come up with a proposal or a document where we present this to those in power. So Nina with the spiritual formation and other people along as well.
For Eagle 7, this is Jonathan Lansma.
Students who didn't get to voice their concerns at the chapel forum can make an appointment to talk with either student government or Nina Barnes.
If you're looking for somewhere to peel all your parking tickets, public safety has relocated. After years of hiding out behind bookshelves in the basement of the library, public safety is moving up in the world. Campus security is now located in Riley. Head of Public Safety, Pete Sola, says that this relocation makes public safety easier to find, and the windows help shed a little light on all of the students' concerns. The construction is still underway, but students are encouraged to stop by with any concerns.
Chicago Cubs fans are still catching up on sleep after Wednesday night's thrilling Game 7 win. After waiting over a century for their last World Series win, Chicago Cubs fans are flying the W and are still celebrating the longest championship drought in sports history. Northwestern freshman Cedric Cavazos is from Chicago and is a lifelong Cubs fan. He says that this week is one he'll never forget.
I was scared, nervous, excited, very stressed out. But yeah, they came through, so that's all that counts. That was basically my birthday present, and it was the greatest present ever.
The Cubs aren't the only team celebrating. The UNW volleyball team will be moving deeper into the postseason. The Eagles swept Martin Luther on Wednesday, so they advanced to the UMAC title game and will be hosting Minnesota Morris on Saturday at 7 p.m. The UNW women's soccer team season came to an end on Tuesday, as they were eliminated from the UMAC postseason tournament by Bethany Lutheran in a 2-1 overtime loss. The Eagles finished with an overall record of 9-8. The men's soccer team also ended its season on Wednesday, being eliminated by the UW Superior Yellow Jackets in the UMAC postseason tournament. The men finished 8-9-1 on the year. The UW football team also celebrated another victory this weekend, this time over Greenville College, 21-14. The Eagles are in prime position to make the NCAA playoffs for the first time in program history, and that fact is not lost on the seniors of this year's squad.
I think it means something more, especially this year as a senior, that we have a chance to compete for the national playoffs too and the conference title. I think it means so much more than just any other last game. So.
The Eagles play Eureka College on Saturday at noon. Be sure to listen to the game live at www.theremnant.fm. Go Eagles! That's all for sports. Brennan, over to you.
Thanks, Mark. After the Cubs' big win, the Midwest is heating up, and we can see that going into the weekend. It's going to be hanging around 60 degrees, and it's going to be partially cloudy without a chance of meatballs. On Tuesday, it's going to be sunny, but dropping down to about 56. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, it'll pick back up to be around 60 degrees. So get out there, enjoy the fall as much as you can, because you guys know, living here in Minnesota, the winter's right around the corner. That's it for the weather. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brennan. The political climate is looking much drearier than our fall forecast. The election is only 4 days away and the tensions are high. We caught up with a few students to get their take on Election Day.
Based on recent data, more than 50% of first-year voters will not cast a ballot, so we asked students if they plan on voting this year.
I do plan on voting, and I believe it's the duty of an American citizen to vote.
I am still deciding if I'm going to be voting because I want to make the right decision if I do end up voting.
Yes, I plan on voting. I think it's important to exercise your right to vote.
Many Americans are tired of the recent election coverage and see the media not reporting accurate information.
I think the media blows things out of proportion sometimes.
I think that it's kind of foolish in a way. I just think it kind of seems like two children bickering back and forth and calling each other names instead of really getting to the heart of the issue.
I believe a lot of it to be biased.
I think there's too much of the social aspect in it and not enough of the actual political stance.
Even if you're tired of this year's election, you should still plan on casting a ballot this coming Tuesday for who you think will be best to run this country. For Eagle 7 News, this is Brett Martin.
Regardless of the current presidential candidates, make sure you have the opportunity to exercise your right to vote by going to your local polling place this coming Tuesday.
Having an on-campus job isn't always the best part of your day, but for some people, it is. Brennen Scarborough caught up with the Nest workers to see what's cooking.
Can I get a chicken sandwich with cheese and fries?
Absolutely.
This is Travis. Last year, he was the Nest's newest employee, but this year, he might be their most popular one.
I met Campus Outreach before I started working here. I met them down in South Carolina. I've worked in a few different types of restaurants. I've worked in retirement facility, bar and grill, cafeteria, and I really enjoyed places that I would see reoccurring customers or guests.
Along with professional experience, Travis brings along an enjoyable atmosphere that is unparalleled here at Northwestern.
You can just have, just be silly, be goofy, while we are still, taking care of business.
But I was able to create a really nice environment here that the students, they like to work here.
What Travis bring here is we're doing different, this is stuff like this that we have here with the whole pumpkin contest is something that he brought towards the workplace. Because he's so relational, it's very easy to connect with him. And I know a lot of other students feel the same. And so it's just so easy to get to know him, be yourself around him. And so, he makes it real easy to do that.
Even though he is leaving his mark here at Northwestern, in the future, Travis is looking to spread his wings and leave the Nest.
Right now, I'm looking to get myself into a trade school, get myself into aeronautics, work on turbines, engines, maybe even helicopters.
Travis's future is really heating up. He brings a rewarding atmosphere and does a job well done. Brennen Scarborough, Eagle 7 News.
It's nice to see people who are passionate about what they do.
Yeah, and it makes eating ice cream at the Nest even better. That's all the news we have for you this week. I'm Ashley Chiappetta.
And I'm Sydney Werlein. Stay fly, Eagles.